Hello, my darlings. How are we all doing today? And welcome finally back to the Potter Project. We are continuing on with this series where I build not all of the things, but a lot of the things from Harry Potter, but in my own style and kind of in the way that the books portrayed them rather than the films themselves. So today, this is part one of Hagrid's hut. We are building Hagrid's hut on a 50 by 40 lot in Henford-on-Bagley. I'm not going to go for the film shape. The film shape is a bit more of a rounder sort of hut feel. Whereas it wasn't described that way in the book, really. It was described a little bit different. And we're going to speak about that now. I've got the wiki up for Hagrid's hut, and it actually says here the small wooden hut had one room that contained the kitchen, bedroom and living room. The kitchen at one point had hams and pheasants hanging from the ceiling, a copper kettle that was boiled over the fireplace, and a wooden table. In the corner was a large bed. There was a vegetable patch outside, and it was down a sloping lawn if you were approaching it out of Hogwarts School. I'm unsure if I'm going to put it on a sloping lawn. I might just play around with the terrain a little bit. That's probably what we're going to do, to be honest. And as always with this particular series, I don't tend to do what we usually do. I concentrate on smaller areas at a time. So tiny little areas at a time, putting in as much detail as what we can. And then we slowly move on to other things. Now, I am going to be playing a little bit with custom content in this as well. And it's probably just going to be all the stuff that I normally use. But if the episode progresses and I can see other things that I think, oh, that would look great, then we'll flop that in as well. But for now, we're just going to stick with the way that we're doing this. But yes, little intro for you there. The time is to now fly on over on our broomsticks, darling, to Henford-on-Bagley. And we're going to make a start on Hagrid's hut. So then, my dears, here we are. We are here in Henford-on-Bagley. I've decided on going for this lot here, which is a 50 by 40 lot, just opposite the ruins by the fairy spiral. I just thought this would have been a nice kind of lot to put this on. So the reason I went for this is because it's already got a surrounding forest with it. I'm still going to interconnect it a little bit with some trees and stuff. But I just thought this would probably make sense out of all of the lots to have a Hagrid's hut on this one here. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. I've already pulled out a few bits that I just think would work well. Some of the organic stuff from Harry and Felix. Something from Pierre Sim there. Nice little window detail. And we're going to build. We're going to get started. Now, what I was thinking with this, we are going to concentrate on smaller areas at a time. But what I want to do first is probably just get the size of the hut down. It's going to be a square, and we're just going to actually, I think we're going to raise it up on a nice stone terrain, a stone foundation, sorry. And then we can play around with the kind of terrain manipulation around it then, can't we, darling? So yes, that's what we're going to do. Oh, it feels very weird to be back doing this, actually. Not weird in itself, just I haven't done this series for a long time, so this is going to be a nice new fresh one. Fresh being the operative word for today, my loves. I think we're going to go for that kind of shape there, maybe. I think that would be a big enough size. Now, we know Hagrid is half giant. I'm not going to be kind of sizing up beds and stuff. We're going to keep it within the Sims scaling, because the Sims. That's all I need to say, really, on that. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Now, I might not have this as a full square, but for now, I just need a kind of scaling. I need the size down, and then we can work with it that way. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do, darlings. Yes, it is. Now, do I want to put on a little chimney on the outside? I think we should, because we are going to do a lovely big fireplace in there. I'm probably going to stick with that. But what I will do is just put the actual fireplace there. I won't go into the wall with this one. We'll just keep the actual... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, loves. We will absolutely do it. We're going to get a little roof on. We're going to go for this one here. And we're going to do it this way. Yes, we are. How are you? I hope you're okay. I had a bit of a wobbly morning this morning. Anxiety was high. I've had a bit of a day, my love. So I'm feeling a bit calm now. I'm feeling the panic is gone. Panicking over nothing. You guys know what it's like. I feel okay now. I feel okay. I feel settled in myself. Yoga and meditation helps, loves. As hard as it is to get into it sometimes, it really, really does help. So I would recommend it to you if you need it. I really would. Now, do we want to do the roof kind of that sort of shape? I do want it to look kind of storybookish, this hut. I really want it to look kind of like fairy tale-y. And I might even do a thatched roof on this. But saying that, we have got the Plum Bob Tea Society. Oh, where's it gone? Did it not download? Oh, for goodness sake. I didn't put it in properly, obviously, because it's not there. The Plum Bob Tea Society has got a mossy roof. But saying that, next week, when the Werewolf Pack releases, they are bringing out a mossy kind of tiled roof. So we're going to go for a thatched roof for now. And then we'll see if we change it up. I know the wood that I want to do this in. I think the wood that I've got in my head will work lovely. And I might even go up one higher as well with the actual chimney itself. Let's do that. And I may even make it interesting to put like a shabby porch connected to it or something, but we're not going to go down that route just yet. So the wood that I really want to use is this one here. This one is from the organic set. I just think this would look great on here because it just looks a little bit more rustic, you know, and it's got lovely detailing on. Do I want to make this hut just a little bit bigger? Like on either side? I may even just whiffle it across here just a tad more. Let me see what this will vibe with and how it will look. Will it look too big? Let me have a little goosey go at it. No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Okay, let me just see the inside scaling. In fact, that's probably even better. Because it's all going to be in one room. Now, I was thinking, and it was the same with films. Where does Hagrid go to the toilet? You know, that was my first thought. I was like, where does Hagrid go to the bloody toilet? And I probably would imagine Hagrid going out digging a hole in the Forbidden Forest, you know. He probably does do that, to be honest, doesn't he? That's my thought on it anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that foundation. I did, when I was player testing this a little bit, I did try some stilts. And I didn't mind them. I went for this one here. I went for this stilt here. And I don't actually mind that. And having the stone just on the actual fire or the chimney breast itself. But I don't know. I don't know what to go for. Because I am going to be raising the terrain around it anyway. So we'll stick with that for the minute and we'll see what we come up with. That's what we're going to do. Now we need to get in the matching stone with this one here. So it was this one in the brown. I'm going to go all the way up. And I'm going to put in the matching chimneys on top as well, which are the ones for... Is it Seasons? I think it is Seasons, isn't it? Yes, these ones here. And that's probably the right colorway as well. Oh, it is. Lovely. So I'm going to flop one of you there. One of you there. Oh. And then I'm going to get up a little half wall just around the edge of them like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to put the door here as well. Saying that, it would be cool if I could have like a different roof line and have the door right there. Oh, Blue's farted. Blue's farted. It's whiffed through my green screen and slapped in the face like a fish. Oh, Blue, that's absolutely hanging, mate. For goodness sake, he doesn't care. He's asleep. He's like, I'm not asked. I can't smell it. Absolutely not asked, babe. You can deal with that. Do I want to do that? And maybe do like a little roof line there? I don't know. Let's get the door and that on first. The door that I thought would work perfectly would be this one here from the organic collection. I think that will fit in really lovely with this lot. I really do. Can we get some better lighting here? Or is it just, that's just the lighting? Okay. We'll carry on. And the reason I'm building this way is because the gallery photo comes from this way. So we do want this to look nice for the gallery photo. I don't normally think about that, but for the Potter project, I do think about that quite a bit, just so it looks nice in the gallery photo as well. Right, we're going to flop you up to there. Yep, I like that. And then with these windows, I'm going to use the organic windows as well. I might even do a mixture of them. And what I did is I flopped these just above it, just for some detail. Just for some detail on them. And once we've got these on, these windows and the doors on this sort of side, I'm not going to do any of the other sides just yet. We're going to concentrate on this face here, this front bit today. And then we'll go on to the other ones next week. You need to come across a little bit more, my love. You're a little bit wonky. Oh, these are like eaves, eave details from Pierre Sim. They're absolutely wonderful to put in the eaves. But I'm not doing it for this one. I just want them above the window. I want a little bit of detail on them. Yep, I like that. Okay. And then I am going to put in the organic wooden beams. I just think the timber columns would look lovely. And we're going to stick in there. Sorry, kombucha once again did flop out. I'll just keep burping in front of you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about it. I'm so bloody sorry about that. Yeah, I think this is going to be the way. Okay. Okie dokie. And then we do need to get some stairs going up to here as well. And I'm thinking of maybe stilting that area, because that could really help with the look of it. We'll go in one more there. And then if I stilt up using that stilted foundation, we'll go for this one. Or should we go for the dark one? I think we should go for that one. It's got a little bit of texture on it, and I do love that texture. Yes, that looks kind of cute, actually. Okay, lovely. And I'm thinking probably wood up here. Some battered wood. Oh, do you know what? This would probably work really well from cottage living. Maybe go in a slightly bit darker with it. That's a bit too warm now, isn't it? Oh, no, actually, that's okay. That is okay. I am going to do some stone stairs here, though. I'm going to do some stone stairs. Maybe using these ones from Jungle Adventure. And I might flop them there. And I could even paint the stone, the stone underneath of them then. Or even the wood. The wood would probably look nice. Oh yeah, I prefer the wood. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, right. Now, I need to pull out some things and have a think about where we're going to go with this. And I'll be right back. Okay, I've pulled out a few little bits here. I've also put these shutters on. What I had to do was size this down, size the actual, because the next sized up was just cutting into them too much, but it still gives that little bit of detail outside the window. And I'm kind of for it. I'm kind of for it, so that's what we're going to do. Right, let's get down to this level, get that grid off. And now let's get into some more minute detailing. I do want this cabin to be kind of weathered. I do want it to have kind of a mossy kind of vibe to it, if you get what I mean. I do want the... I might even size them down to that size, actually. Let's do that. In fact, I'm going to size you down smaller. But yeah. So yeah, I am going to be heavily landscaping this lot. Heavily landscaping it. All sorts. Moss between the cracks of paving stones. The whole lot. That's what I really want this hut to kind of just feel like it's grown almost. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You probably don't, but I do, and that's all that matters, isn't it? To be honest. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Oh, anybody who gets that reference, comment below. Anyway, we're going to be flopping you up here. And then I'm going to be... Let's keep you up to that side as well. And we can put another one of these in the middle there. Lovely job. Yes, that's the kind of feeling I want from it. But as I said, I do want to make this look a little bit more dilapidated. So I will be flopping in some sort of greenery on the front of the build and stuff as well. Going to use this lamp here. This is from Felix Anders' new Grove set. I had to wonder what it was called then. It's called the Grove set. It's an absolutely stunning CC set that I'm just in love with. And look at that beautiful lantern. I mean, look, that's just perfect. That just fits in there gorgeously. I'm for it. Yes, I am. Right. So we've kind of got that sort of like feel to it going on now. Now what I want to do is just play around with the terrain just on this front. I'm not going to go into the sides or the back or even the other terrains just yet. We're just concentrating on this small area here. And we're going to start landscaping together in a sec. So I want... Oh, Christ. Christ, oh God. No, you need to calm yourself down. You do. Oh, do you need to calm yourself down? We'll just pull it up for the minute. And then what I'll do is smooth it out once... I've got the right shape coming through. And the nice thing with these stilted foundations is you can raise the terrain around them as well. I love that about them. I really do. I really do love that about them. Yes, nestling it in is the way to go. It really is. It really is the way to go. It's the way to go for us. It's the absolute way to go. Right, and then we're going to smooth this down. Now I want you super minute smoothing, please. I just don't want no of these sharp edges, even though that's hard to do in The Sims. Like the sharp edges just seem to stay because Sims. But this is what we're going to do. Okay, yeah, just something like that. I'm going to do maybe like a dirt sort of path here. A dirt path here. Don't know where we're going to put the pumpkin patch just yet. I may do the pumpkin patch like around here, so it kind of like comes over to the side but also goes back into the build there. I'm not going to do a toilet either. So if your Sims do come and move in here, they're going to have to go and shit in the woods, darling, just like Hagrid does, you know. We've got to do that. We've got to do it. We've got to keep him with the characters. Got to keep him. Unless we build like a little outhouse, that could be cute as well. Making it Sims friendly, that's probably where I'm going to go, really, is build like a lovely little outhouse. So we'll probably do that. We can't have your Sims shitting in the woods. I mean, nothing wrong with shitting in the woods, loves. I think we've all done it. I think we've all done it, especially if you're a hiker like me. Got to have a little poo in the woods, babes. Right, and then this one. I'm going to flop you to there, my darling. And I'm going to flop you to there as well. Yeah, that is a cute little thing to use. A cute little texture to use on this particular lot. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. And I do like it with the thatched roof. I am going to be putting greenery on the roof as well. I'm going to be putting greenery on the roof, but that is not what we're concentrating on just now. So what I really want to start doing is just terrain painting in this little area, just a tad. So let's not hide Maxis, please. I will need to get into the terrain paints. And I'm going to go for a bit more of a darker soil just towards the edges. So let's... Oh, a softness. Oh. I was really spun out then. I was like, what's going on? You wouldn't think I've got like over 5,000 hours in this game. Because some days I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, love. So I won't lie to you. I won't lie. Just bringing that soil just on the edge of this. Edge of this cusp. Same over here as well. I'm going to be putting actual landscaping in this soil as well. Mushrooms and whatnot. I do want kind of I'm feeling very mushroom vibe here. Almost very similar to like kind of a hermit sort of feel I want this hut to be. I've just got that vibe from Hagrid, you know. I even looked for custom content pheasants, particularly dead ones for eating. Sorry to all you vegans and vegetarians out there, but they did mention that in the book. But I couldn't find any. I couldn't find any pheasants. But I will be going on hunts throughout these weeks and months that we will be building this. I will be doing some CC hunts. So we can find some good stuff. We can find some good stuff. Yes, like that. And then we're going to bring you and just soften you just down as well. Just on these edges here. Just on these edges. Just on the edges of them, my loves. Oh, for it. And with the actual kind of like mud path, I think I'm going to mix it up and put some rocks and stuff on it. And we're going to do like little tiny little details of landscaping and stuff. So that's probably what we're going to concentrate on in a minute. It's just getting that looking nice. And maybe a bit more greenery up here. And maybe also just a few more details, like making it look a little bit more weathered, shall we say. And I'm probably going to use... Oh, I'm thinking of that. I can't wait for that werewolf pack, actually, because there's a lot more weather details coming out with that too, which is going to be very, very exciting for us. Yes, it is. Right. Do I want to size you up a bit? Let me have a little look at this. We're going to do like a stone. I like this one because it's got a bit of like stone texture in it. And I do like that. I'm going to bring you to around about here. Just in a slightly little sloping moment. And we'll do the same there. Went a little bit thin there. We'll do the same around there as well. Beautiful. Oh, yes. This terrain's going to be risen on this side. And the same with here as well. I'm going to rise the terrain up and just make it look really nestled. Going to use a lot of rocks on this lot as well. I'm definitely going to be using a lot of kind of like granite looking kind of like tools of rocks. I really want to do that for this lot too. So, we've got lots to do, darling, but we've got plenty of time to do it. That's the thing. Oh, actually, I might even go a little bit. Is this darker than you? Let me see. No, it's just a bit of a different tone. I actually don't mind that. Let's bring that softness just down. Let me just see on the edge. I just want a different color to kind of border the edge of the path. I'll use this to border the edge, but then I'm going to do some darker soil points as well. Because I kind of like those two together. I've not really used these two together. And why is this like do or die? Oh, the want of dew, the grass hath died. More of that, please, Sims team. More of that humour. I love that. I love that for us. Right, we'll paint all of this along here as well. Let me see. Don't worry about how much greenery is here at the minute. The more like bits we do, the more kind of like not realistic but detailed I will make this look. But as I said, this is a lot different. We're going to be concentrating on smaller areas at a time. So sometimes it may feel like we haven't even got anything done. But, you know, potato, potato, what more could be said? Right, and then just some more darker little edges here and there. Not throughout the whole thing. But I do want to get some lovely little landscaping pieces out after this. And start making this path just come to life a little bit, loves. Come to life. Yes. Right, now you down here. A little bit here. I don't know what we're going to do here yet, so there's no point in even thinking about doing anything just there. I am going to darken that area, though. And just swamp it into that hill at the back there. Oh, I feel like Bob Ross, loves. I do. So, as I said, I need some lovely little landscaping pieces. So let me go and grab a nice little palette of beautiful things. And we'll start just tarting this area up a little bit. So we've got a lovely little palette of beautiful little objects here. And the wonderful thing about this whole object here, which is the grass, is it comes in a big section of it. And I just think that looks lovely just over it. I had to move it down with a tool mod, so it was slightly in the ground a little bit more. But I just think it's going to go with this kind of like palette of mossy, earthy things. Can you imagine the smell of this place as well? Imagine Hagrid's farts. Well, I don't know where that came from, but imagine them. I bet they absolutely stink. I bet they absolutely stink. Bless him. But I bet they do. I bet they hum, loves. Oh, you gotta laugh, haven't you? You gotta have a little laugh. I'm not gonna go into what about his pose, Aiden. That was in my head then, and I'm not saying that. I just said it. I literally just said it. But his pose. I bet they're like loaves of bread, loves. I bet they're like bloody Hovis loaves. I'm coughing now. Oh, see? That was fate telling me to stop being so disgusting. But I bet they are. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh, what we like. What we like. Now, I'm putting all of these down first. They are slightly floating, so I am going to move these down with the tool mod. But I just want this path to kind of be like nestled through. I want to get some stones on here as well. I want to get a few little rocky details coming on here. And I might even do like a little fence around the front. I might even like fence it in slightly. But I'm going to wait for that fence from werewolves because there's a lovely new fence coming and I just think it would work here. If, fingers crossed, it comes in some wood tones. I did see the palette and I didn't remember seeing just a nice flat wood tone. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Oh, now I'm hiccuping. Aiden, please stop. Stop. Right, bit of grass on these ones as well. bit of grass. Just, oh no, in fact, we should move those down with a tool mod first, actually. So we'll select all of them. Oh, I didn't hold down Alt. There we go. You and you, my love. Oh, over to here as well, please. You and you. Over to here. Beautiful and beautiful. Oh, there was a cheeky one there. You nearly didn't get in the crew then, darling. Right. And then elevation. We're going to go minus 0.02. See where we go with that. Did that even work? I can't tell. Hopefully it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's in the ground a little bit better, that is. Okay, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now, I want to get some mushrooms in as well. I do want to get some mushrooms in. I do want the mushrooms to kind of be in various places. Now, I am going to have to play around with the tool mod here, just so it sinks in. But let me just get it into a position where I think it would look good. You'd be better off that side there. We'll move that down in a sec. And I just want little toadstools or mushrooms just flopped about on all of these little bits. So I'm going to go ahead and do terrain paint underneath of what we've put down as well. Because it would be rude if we didn't. Let's swap out a different shape now. What ones have we got going on here? We got this one, which is the big one, but we can easily size them down even more and place some little mushrooms just in these little bits here. I prefer them when they're tiny. It just looks so cute. Oh, I'm for it. I'm absolutely for it. And this here looks good sized down with that grass from Get Together as well. Look, looks lovely. But sized right down as far as you can go. And I just think it works well with that grass. The colour, I think it's the colourway. It's that flatter kind of green, isn't it? And the same over here as well. We'll do another little cheeky there. Don't you hide my mushrooms, though. Don't you hide my mushrooms. I want these, the taller ones, to kind of be kind of around these areas here. I'm glad this is kind of just sinking in naturally into the terrain that I've already lifted up. That's the result, that is, darlings. And I do want some ferns. I do want some ferns, but I'm thinking probably on this sort of like... Sorry, am I playing Planet Zoo at the minute? Why is everything sinking into the train? I mean, I'm not complaining at all, in the slightest. Oh, I'm for that. Are you going to sink as well? No, you're going to be a little bitch. Oh. Oh, Jean-Claude. Oh, Jean-Claude, yes. Oh, we haven't flopped out Jean-Claude for a while, have we? Just realised that. Not flopped out Jean-Claude for a long time. Now, I'm going to do this grass around the edge up here. But I'm definitely going to have to move this down with a tool mod. I don't mind that. It's fine. We can do that. I'm probably going to need more of that grass. So let me just put in some positionings of this grass. And we'll move it down in a minute. In fact, I'm going to do it now and move those mushrooms down. Be right back. Okay, we've made a start on that. Just by sinking things into the terrain. I just think it's worked a little bit better. It has. But I think we are going to leave it here for today. Now, as I said, we don't tend to get loads of things done with this series. It's just concentrate on smaller areas. But for now, I don't think that's looking too bad, to be honest with you. Too bad. Next week, we'll come back and we'll continue on with the front of this house. We'll continue on with the front of it. We definitely need to get some more details out here. As I said, I want to put some rocks in. I have started to slowly terrain paint just underneath of just to make it look a little bit more messy rather than that pure green. And I do want to get a little bit more grass in here as well, I think. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. But for now, we're done and we'll come back to Hagrid's hut next week. So there we are, my loves. We have made a little start on Hagrid's hut for the Potter project. I will be back with this next week at some point. I need to take this little one out now. Look, he's got a little pink and green all over him because of the light. Oh! How adorable. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. I'll be back tomorrow with some Design Me Devon. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.